Hi, this is Phyllis Rigel Cowan and Warring in the Spirit with Dr. Love. And I just recently, or just a few minutes ago, placed a segment just telling you how much I'm thankful. But today's segment, today I'm going to be discussing thankfulness and gratefulness. I think during this time, or there are times in our lives when we have pity parties and we really don't understand or acknowledge what is going on with us. You know, it's transition is sometimes an elevation. Sometimes we get caught up in what's happening with us in terms of being oversaturated with everything that's happened in the past and absorbing all of that in the now, that we don't realize that God is transitioning us or evolving us to another level. And with that being said, we need to always be thankful and grateful. Make time in the morning, evening, afternoon. Take a pause for the cause, and try to acknowledge your purpose, why you're here, and be grateful and thankful in all things. Sometimes the situations don't seem like, it seems relentless sometimes when we're going through something. Sometimes I know me, I'm always the one that's terribly misunderstood. So people sometimes become combative before actually understanding what my issue or concern is. And that's disgruntling in itself for me as a person, a human being, that's really not trying to serve negativity, but people sometimes perceive what you're saying as being negative because they don't really understand the real true message in what you're giving, or that you're trying to understand something that you really don't understand. So I'm just asking that in all things, we just be grateful. I am, as many of you can really probably attest to the fact that you've been safe, you've been blessed, you've been covered. By his stripes we are healed. In any form or way that you want to acknowledge that higher being within you or without, you have a lot to be grateful for and thankful for. I don't know if you had COVID, had a family member that had COVID, but you're still here. The blessing is in acknowledging who you are and whose you are. I'm here, I'm blessed, I'm covered, I'm safe, I'm grateful, I'm thankful for that. My family members have not been ill, sick. I have one family member that suffered severely with COVID, but yet that family member has overcome every obstacle and is really still in the rehabilitative state. However, is coming home, and that's a blessing for everybody because we're all going to be so happy to have that individual at home and share our love and love, support, and love on him when he does return home and gets back to his full mobility. We're not really supposed to look at what is appearing around us because it's false. We create our own reality. It's what we make it. So you have what we make it, and how we make it is how we speak it, how we live it, and how it exists in our lives. We have the power to change it. So I'm just saying to you that I'm not saying that we're not going to be in a position where things don't happen. Things do happen. Things happen to good people. But it's how you perceive it and what you do with that energy that projects on to the next manifestation that you have in your life. And that's what's important. That's why we have to be thankful now in all things. There's some people out here that don't have a roof over their heads, that are probably living from day to day on the verge of losing things of value to them. And I want to speak to you especially. Don't stress. Don't worry. Don't allow the situation to dictate who you are. Don't think that you're not blessed because you're encountering something that's different from maybe others or what you expected. I know it may seem cruel, but I'm going to make this statement, and I don't mean it to be in a negative way. All things happen for the good of those who love him. All things. I said before when I went through a divorce how difficult it was. But once I overcame the me in that divorce and accepted what God was doing, it got better. Because when you have something and you lose it, you get better. The next time you get it, you gain more and more and more. And you learn how to not look at things in a materialistic way. That's why I'm saying always be grateful, always be thankful, you know, because if you don't have anything, I know people might say, well, you're living in what it seems to be a place where you have a roof over your head. But I could not have that in a blink of an eye. And I'm not saying that it won't hurt, but I'm going to be grateful that God spared my life. He spared my children's lives. He provided the things he did when I had them. He provides the things that he provides now that I do have them. And I know he's got even greater things that he's going to provide for me and for my family in the future. And all I'm saying to you is that in all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. In this time, we're dealing with a lot of suicides, a lot of killings, a lot of dealing with the Black Lives Matters. And don't think that it's all about us, because there are people of non-color that care about Black lives and know that they matter as well. So we're in this together, and we have to acknowledge that God is in the midst of everything that's going on. But we have to call things forth for our highest good in the situation and know that it's all well and done. Trust me, there is nothing, no good thing that he will withhold from those that love him. He's always in the midst. He's always empowering. He's always encouraging. But when you get caught up in what's happening with you and around you, then you become that negative environment, and you don't want to do that. And it's so easy. So just stay focused, beloved. Even though things might not look good because you're looking at the negative, start looking at the opposite end of the glass or the stick, and see it full. Don't see it half empty. Don't see it half full, but see it full of the blessings that make it rich and add no sorrow from God. He said, he pour you out a window of blessings that you will not have room enough to receive. But you have to know that even though this transition may not be what you consider to be good or healthy, it is. It shall. But it's a foundation for what's to come. You have to surpass this to be able to receive the blessings that he has for you that are even greater than what you're receiving now or have had. It's just a form of elevation to keep you from becoming in a state of stagnation. We get so complacent sometimes that we don't want to take that leap. And we have to know that God is in it, because he designed it. He gave it to us. So be prepared to take the next level. Even though you probably pushed back and did everything you could to probably circumvent actually evolving, he's doing something in your life to push you toward that greater good that he's been working on in you since before you were born. He knows every hair that's on your head. He knew you before you were in your mother's womb. All you have to do is say yes. Just be thankful and say yes. Yes to the Spirit. Yes to your will. Yes to your love. Yes to your peace. Yes to your understanding. Yes. Where you send me, I'll go. Yes. I hear you. Yes, I want the more of you. Yes, I'm encouraged by you. Yes, can you send me, O Lord? Can you strengthen me, O Lord? Yes, in you, O Lord, shall I be redeemed? Shall I be strengthened? Shall I be encouraged? Shall I be fulfilled? Shall I be acknowledged in your light? Not that they see me, but the light of God that shines through me. Let me be thankful in all things and be encouraged in all things. He's doing it. He's doing it right now for you, for your child that's laying on your lap, that's sick with fever, and you believing and you calling for God to do it, something, and make a change in your life and your family's lives and heal that child. He's doing it right now. Stand and receive your miracle from God. Stand on his words, stand on his promises. Speak them into existence. He said that he would do anything that you ask if you ask in his son's Jesus' name. Do it. You, I, and the Father are one. Walk in your destiny by giving thanks and being thankful and grateful. Don't look at the situation. Don't look at the circumstances. Don't even think about what's happening. Think about what you want to happen. Visualize that. Get pictures of it. Put it on a poster board. Consistently keep it in your mind frame where you focus on the inevitable that some people think is inevitable, or you think is because of your circumstances. Focus. Focus and refocus. You can do this. You have the power within you. Be encouraged, beloved. Until we talk again, this is Phyllis Rigel Cowan and Warring in the Spirit with Dr. Love. I love you.